Hey everyone, so in my last video I showed you that gorgeous unfiltered wig by Raquel Welch in the color Shaded Ice Pumpkin Spice, and I had mentioned that I wanted to try out some reds. So I ordered a few different reds to try on to see what I liked, and this was one of them that I had ordered. This is a new to me brand that I had kind of had my eye on. So this is Belle Tress's Alpha Blend. It's in the color Nutella Buttercream. And I have a few thoughts on this. So I am a Raquel Welch junkie at this point. I absolutely love Raquel Welch's wigs. I think they're beautifully done. I love her colors. And the more that I'm kind of getting into other brands and other styles and stuff, I keep gravitating back to Raquel Welch. So I wanted to give you my thoughts on this wig if you are kind of like me and you're, kind of experimenting in different brands. So Belle Tress had been on my radar because my circumference is a 21.75. So Raquel Welch fits me pretty darn well. I think there's just that unfiltered wig was probably the one that fit the smallest on me, but it was still really comfortable. It was easy to get on. It was just maybe a smidge smaller than the other Raquel Welches as far as the fit goes for me. So Belle Tress, from what I had heard from other women, was a great brand to try out if you have a larger average circumference head. And so I really wanted to try Belle Tress out because I was like, well, it might fit me really well. So my first thoughts on this wig: the color is stunning. I absolutely love this color. It is, like I said, it's Nutella Buttercream, but it has like a medium chocolate brown with cinnamon running through it. So it definitely has some reds, but it also has some very cool blondes that are very subtly running through it as well. So this is, again, one of those reds that if you lean towards cool or neutral tones is probably a good red for you to try out if those are the tones that you tend to gravitate to. I absolutely love this color, and I think that the cut on it is really adorable. So it's a very simple bob. The length all around front and back is 13 inches, and then the nape is 5 inches. So just a very simple bob. It's heat-friendly fiber, so you can style this however you'd like. But I have to say, I can't keep this wig because it is basically an act of God to get this to fit onto my head, which I was really surprised about given what other people had said about Belle Tress being good for larger than average head circumferences. I have it in a good place right now, but to get it to this place is really difficult, and it's not comfortable for me at all. So I'm super bummed because I really adore this color and I adore the cut on it. I think it is really cute. It took me a minute to get used to it. I think because I'm used to Raquel Welch, who has a lot more volume at the top. When I first put this on, it felt a little flat to me. I think that you could kind of play around with it though, to get a little more volume on the top, but that was just one thing that stuck out to me. So if you are somebody that does not like a whole lot of volume, you want something that's a little bit lower density, then this may be a really good option for you. The more that I've kind of worn it and seen it on myself, I've gotten used to it, but I just prefer a little more kind of volume at the roots, I guess, for me. But I love the cut of it. I think it's really pretty. The feel of the fibers is really soft and silky. So that, as far as the fibers go, I don't see any difference between this and Raquel Welch. I think they're both beautiful fibers. I can't obviously speak to the longevity of this particular wig, but I will say, so this has a lace front, and I think this is where I get really spoiled with Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch's hairlines are absolutely impeccable. They are so beautifully done. And she does that full temple to temple lace. So it's very easy to style those wigs away from your face, which a lot of times I like to have the flexibility of doing. The lace on this one does not run temple to temple. It runs to about here. So it's just lace right at the top. So if it fit well, which it does not fit me well at all, like you can see where the lace is kind of lifting on me because it's just not fitting my head. If this fit your head, you probably have the flexibility of just pulling it away right here at the crown if you wanted to do something like that. But everywhere else, it's not that lace. So I feel like you kind of have to be a little more aware of how you style this wig. It's just not as, it's not as beautiful of a hairline, in my opinion, as the Raquel Welch's. So now that you've seen it on, I will give you kind of a rundown of the cap. Excuse my beautiful salt and pepper wig hair. Okay, so here's what the inside of the cap looks like. So you do have a little bit of a lace front. It does not run temple to temple. It's just, like I said, from here to about here. You have a monofilament part, so you can have a little bit of flexibility as far as where that part is. You have about, I'd say, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, where you can kind of adjust that part, and it does run pretty much to the back of your head. So that is nice, although it's not the full monofilament top, which I do really like. And then it has the closed wefting right here, and then open wefting at the rest. It does not have, another thing that Raquel Welch wigs have is that extended velvet nape, which I really appreciate because I feel like it gives you a really good sense of security that that wig is staying in place and it's not going to ride up on you. This one does not. It does have adjustable straps if you wanted to make yours tighter. Mine does not need to be tighter, but it does have that option to tighten it. And then it does have those velvet covered, I don't know if it's more like felt covered ear tabs. But that is what the inside of this looks like. Another thing that I will mention is Raquel Welch's lace to me is super soft, and it's not itchy at all, or scratchy I should say. This is that harder feeling lace. So when I put this on, it does not feel as comfortable to me as the Raquel Welch lace does. Like it kind of digs into my forehead and it's a little bit more uncomfortable to me. So that's kind of a look at the inside of the cap. I'm really bummed because, like I said, I really, really love this color. I think it is so beautiful and I really wish that it could work. But like I said, I have a 21.75 circumference and it is just not working at all on me. So I'll kind of, now that I've shown you the inside of the cap, I'll show you what I mean when I put it on, how it is just, it's not fitting me right. Okay. Okay. So you can kind of see that like it naturally does not, I kind of really have to work at getting it around to where my hairline is, and then it just does not, it does not lay flat at all on me. So it's just really unfortunate. I really wanted it to work. So you can kind of see where like naturally it just does not want to fit on me at all. And I don't want to like tug and pull at my wig to get it on every single time. So just keep that in mind. If you're somebody like me that has a little bit larger of a circumference and don't have a petite head, this particular wig, I can't speak to numerous Belle Tresses, but I did order the Caliente wig in the Root Beer Float Blonde, and I had the same trouble with that wig too. So I just don't know if it's maybe the brand itself, but as far as the 2 weeks that I've gotten from Belle Tress, they have fit way too small on my head. So just keep that in mind if you're like me and you have a little bit larger circumference, that Belle Tress may not be the best brand for you. So if you do purchase it, I recommend purchasing it from a company that has a really easy, good return policy, which I luckily did, because I'm not going to be able to keep this one. But if you do have a smaller petite head, I love this wig. I think it's really beautiful for the price. I'm going to be a little bit more partial to Raquel Welch because I just love the cap construction. I love the hairlines. The lace is a lot softer. So I will say that, but for the price point, I do think that this is a really beautiful wig and the color is absolutely stunning. So I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.